go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Number 1. According to Jaws novelist Peter Benchley, he first got the idea back in 1964 when he read a news article about a great white shark caught off the coast of New England. Number 2. The book featured a subplot with a love affair between Hooper and Mrs. Brody, but it was cut from the movie script to focus more on the suspense. Number 3. There was also a larger emphasis on social class on Amity Island in the novel. There are a few lines in the movie about who is a true islander that reference it. Number 4. Initially Dick Richards was attached to direct, but sources claim he wanted to make a movie about a whale instead of a shark. Number 5. Spielberg partially got the job after comparing the central man versus shark conflict to the man versus truck conflict in his previous film, Duel. Number 6. Due to an impending SAG strike in 1974, no movie could start shooting that wouldn't be complete by June 30th, which meant pre-production had to be rushed. Number 7. Spielberg wrote a scene in which Quint is watching the 1956 adaptation of Moby Dick, starring Gregory Peck. But they couldn't get the rights to show the movie, so the scene was removed. Number 8. Lorraine Gray was the first person that Spielberg cast. She was also the only returning original cast member in the critically panned Jaws: The Revenge. Number 9. Stunt performer Carl Rizzo got into a traffic accident just outside Universal Studios on his way to audition for Jaws. He even fled the scene of the crash so he wouldn't be late. Upon hearing this, Steven Spielberg told him to go back and fill out a police report, but was so impressed by his fortitude that he hired him. Number 10. Roy Schneider got the role after overhearing Steven Spielberg talking about it at a party, eventually approaching him and stating his interest. Number 11. Steven Spielberg's first choice for Hooper was Jon Voight. However, after seeing American Graffiti and getting a personal recommendation from his friend George Lucas, he decided to go with Richard Dreyfuss. Number 12. Initially, Richard Dreyfuss didn't want to do Jaws, feeling that this was a movie he'd rather watch than star in. Eventually he reconsidered, worrying that he couldn't turn down a paying gig. Number 13. Given the many changes from the source novel, Steven Spielberg advised his cast to not even bother reading it. Number 14. Lee Marvin was the first choice to play the role of Quint. But he took fishing very seriously and turned it down, not liking how unrealistic it was. Number 15. Charlton Heston lobbied hard for the role of Brody, and was reportedly so upset at not being cast that he vowed to never work with Steven Spielberg ever. Several years later, Spielberg offered him the role of General Stilwell in 1941, and he turned it down, still holding the grudge. Number 16. In addition to playing the reporter Harry Meadows, Carl Gottlieb also co-wrote the screenplay. Number 17. In another writer cameo, Jaws author Peter Benchley briefly appeared as a reporter in the movie. Number 18. A second unit was sent down to Australia to get footage of real sharks, but very little of what they shot made it into the movie. Number 19. Jaws was shot on location in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. It was chosen for its visual beauty and shallow sandy bottoms that extended for miles. Number 20. When filming the scene where Mrs. Kintner slaps Chief Brody, actress Lee Fierro actually slapped Roy Schneider, since she wasn't able to fake it convincingly enough. Number 21. Production designer Joe Alves was instructed by Steven Spielberg that no sign, building, or clothes in the background should be red. That way the blood would stand out even more. Number 22. As most of the world already knows, the mechanical shark they built infamously didn't work properly, resulting in the audience seeing much less of the shark itself. But this famously helped the movie by making it all the more suspenseful. Number 23. Robert Shaw reportedly had to be flown to Canada for his days off, due to some tax liability if he stayed in the US too long. Number 24. According to Richard Dreyfuss, Robert Shaw was quite seasick during that "Hooper you idiot" scene, even collapsing in the chair after the camera stopped rolling. Number 25. The iconic "you're gonna need a bigger boat" line was ad-libbed by Roy Schneider, but there's more to the story. The line was an inside joke, as the crew would sarcastically say, "You're gonna need a bigger boat," anytime something went wrong during production. Number 26. Bob Matty was recruited out of retirement to do special effects for Jaws. He had previously worked on films like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Number 27. many of the cast and crew would leave Martha's Vineyard on Sundays for their days off. However, Steven Spielberg never left the island during production, because he was under so much stress that he feared if he left, he would never return. Number 28. While at a charity dinner during production, Roy Schneider allegedly started a food fight, involving the entire cast and crew. Number 29. Robert Shaw, who was also an experienced writer, rewrote Quint's monologue himself. Number 30. According to Richard Dreyfuss, they heard a constant, "The shark is not working," over the PA system every single day on set until one day at the end they finally heard, "The shark is working." Number 31. The reason behind the shark being named Bruce was that Steven Spielberg named it after his lawyer, Bruce Raymer. Number 32. When recording the ADR for the opening shark attack, actress Susan Backlany splashed around in a water basin to make it sound like she was in the ocean. Number 33. Production went over budget and behind schedule, to the point that Steven Spielberg wanted to take a break. However, Universal refused, insisting that no one stop until it was done. Number 34. In order to get close-up shots underwater, additional reshoots were done in a water tank with stuntman Dick Warlock, who would go on to play Michael Myers in Halloween 2. Number 35. In another world-famous fact, Steven Spielberg thought John Williams was joking when he played the incredibly simplistic Jaws theme for the first time. Number 36. John Williams insisted that his music never be used for a fake-out, and that it only be played when the shark was actually attacking. Number 37. Jaws went on to win 3 Oscars for Best Editing, Best Sound, and Best Original Score. It was also nominated for Best Picture, but lost to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Number 38. While at an Oscar party the night of the awards, Steven Spielberg had a news crew standing by, just in case Jaws won Best Picture. Number 39. Due to the popularity of the movie, there was a documented reduction in beach attendance during the summer of 1975, as people were scared of sharks. Number 40. It also had a very real and unfortunate effect on the shark population. Jaws led to a surge in people hunting great white sharks. To this day, they are considered a vulnerable species, one step above endangered. Number 41. Bravo ranked Jaws number 1 in their 100 Scariest Movie Moments in 2004. Number 42. Jaws became the first movie to surpass $100 million at the box office. Number 43. It has also been credited with creating the summer blockbuster. Number 44. However, its status as the highest-grossing movie of all time was removed only 2 years later, with Star Wars. Number 45. A large part of Jaws' success was Universal spending $700,000 on TV ads, something that wasn't the norm at that time. Number 46. Steven Spielberg was vehemently against any sequel, feeling that it would be a cheap cash grab. When he was offered the chance to direct Jaws 2, he didn't even give a response. Number 47. Alex Kintner actor Jeffrey Voorhees went on to open a seafood restaurant called Alex Kintner Sandwich. He even had a reunion with actress Lee Fierro, who had played his mother, when she visited one day. Number 48. The Jaws ride at Universal Studios Florida opened in 1990 and remained one of the park's most popular attractions, until it was closed in 2012. However, the one in Universal Studios Japan is still in operation. Number 49. The Orlando Jaws ride cost $45 million to make, roughly 5 times more than the movie did. And finally, number 50. Every year, Leander, Texas hosts a Jaws on the Water screening where the audience watches the film while floating in the water.